Contact East of Eden Readings today for your consultation at 347-229-8565 or eastoфedenreadings.com, where all of our social media handles are located.
Welcome to East of Eden Readings. I'm your consciousness coordinator, Reverend Rock, aka Raheem. And tonight, I'm gonna have a discussion with my man Jaden. Hello?
Hello. What's up, Mr. Raheem? You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Fantastic. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing good. You know, it was a good little day for me. You know, I got a little bit of sun gaze in there. Worked out today.
That's good. That's good to know.
Yeah, I definitely got some more people to subscribe and go tune into the YouTube.
I see that, and I appreciate that, man. One hand washes the other, you know what I mean? I appreciate that. I see you out there, you know? What you got for me?
Yeah, man, anything I can do to spread the word and the real truth, you know, I'm gonna go to bat for it. I'm trying my hardest.
That's what's up, man.
For sure.
I appreciate that. Preach one, teach one.
Yeah.
You have any questions?
I just no. But before we get into another conversation, I just want to say, you know, like just learning and unlearning has been like such like a marvelous thing, and I just started probably about like 2-3 months ago, you know. So like I just know that the road to enlightenment is gonna be very, very, very nice.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good. Like it makes me feel like that the purpose that I had was just an ant to what I have in store. Because it's been this feeling that I've been having for like these past couple of years, just about my purpose, and I knew whatever I chose would be nice, and this was before I knew what I knew. But now that I'm coming into the person that I want to become, progressively as time goes on, I know that what I'm supposed to do now is just gonna reflect, or just reflects significantly on my life and the people that I try to spread the good word to. Like yesterday at work, I had like a 45-minute conversation with one of my managers just about the Anunnaki itself.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
And what did he have to say about it?
Not very much. Very, very, very speechless, you know. Right.
Because he's unfamiliar with it, probably.
Yep. But he was very familiar with the Dogon tribe. And I don't know if people don't know about the Dogon tribe, but the Dogon tribe had basically had the information that we're just finding out about the Sirius star system and the Anunnaki for thousands plus of years before Christ. You know? So, yeah. People definitely need to go look in the Dogon tribe. For sure.
What do you know about the Dogon tribe?
Not much so far, but from just doing heavy research on the things that I'm interested about, I've learned enough to have a basic conversation about them. And this is all in a 48-hour span from our last conversation.
Interesting. Well, elaborate.
So like, what's very interesting to me is that, you know how they say how we lived back then and how we were just separated from people that weren't aligned with the things that we were aligned with for say our tribe or our people. And they're very distinctive on how the Dogon people were separated from the other tribes. So that means they're in the deep of the deep. Like, you have to really, really go look for this tribe. So the fact that they were separated from other indigenous tribes and that they had this information.
Why were they separated? Why were they separated?
That's the question. See. That's what I'm trying to figure out even more. I feel like as if they were separated.
What I'm going to tell you about this. What I'm going to tell you is this: before you delve deep into the Dogon tribe, you must try to realize why they were separated. And in order to do that, you have to study the lion of the tribe of Judah. You understand what I'm saying? You have to study the Israelites, the Isis, Ra, Elohim lights, the Israelites. And in the Israelites, there's 13 tribes. And in those 13 tribes, there was the tribe of Judah, what was represented by the sign Leo. You must understand, again, they don't have, back then, they tried to explain things the best way they can. In English, you have a word for every single thing. For instance, people that are in the sign of Leo, that is a tribe, that is a group, that is, you understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, when they saying the line of the tribe of Judah, they're not talking about ethnicity. They're talking about the period in which you was conceived from your parents in a molecular form. Photons, protons, neutrons in a molecular. When your father's sperm connected with your mother's egg and formed a fetus, a zygote. You understand what I'm saying? We all say happy birthday, but the most important time is when those two entities connected, those two cells connected and formed a singular cell consciousness.
Yeah. You might have to dumb that down for the people that didn't understand what you said.
Look, I'm going to say just like Jesus said it back in the Bible. If you don't understand the language that I'm speaking in, it's not for you. I didn't come for the ones that don't understand. I'm not dumbing it down for nobody. Either you're going to upgrade yourself to me, or you're going to lose out. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I felt that.
You understand what I'm saying? Either you're going to... you understand what I'm saying? That's foolish of me to lower my frequency to accommodate others that are vibrating on a lower frequency. Either you're going to catch up or you're not. I didn't come here for everybody. I come here for those that are vibrating on my frequency. You understand what I'm saying? Like attracts like. You're not going to see no doctors hanging with crackheads. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to see no lawyers, you know what I'm saying, hanging with athletes. Well, unless they got, you know what I'm saying, some sort of business endeavor going on. But you know what I mean. Whores are not going to hang with spiritual people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is it on some birds of a feather flock together?
Precisely. Birds of a feather flock together. You know? They got us under the impression that opposites attract. The hell with that. That's that foolishness that they tried to brainwash us back in the days. But that's not true. Opposites don't attract. You're not going to be hanging around people that aren't like you, that you're not vibrating with. Come on now, that's not even logical. That doesn't even make no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. But so about the Dogon, so I took away, probably in my opinion, when it comes to like what they were significant about, what caught my eye was their information on the star system, the ritual that they, more importantly, what really caught my eye is the ritual that they did for their deceased ones, called the Dana. and basically it was a practice for the mind and the body to basically get over the illusion of the physical body.
Right. And what about it? And elaborate. I mean, you hitting some points, but you know, I mean, I can say that about the Egyptians. I can say that about the Arcadians. I can say that about the Sumerians. I can say that about the Romans. You understand what I'm saying? You have to give me something that's you know, extraordinary, that distinguishes them from everybody else in order to catch my fancy, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because listen, before, like I said, again, before you go any further, you must understand that I've also done extensive research on the Dagons.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And it all correlates, to the same thing. So when you come at me like with the Dagons, and you specify and you specifically want to, you know, go into their culture or whatever, it's like, I'm like, why? It's all this, from the same thing. In other words, the Elohim, the Neteru, the Anunnaki, those are different deities in time from different people, but it's the same thing. So when you're talking about the Dagons, you're talking about the tribe of the tribe of Judah. You're talking about the Israelites. You understand what I'm saying? You're talking about the chosen ones. You're talking about, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I don't sound, that doesn't sound too reassuring.
No. I'm definitely understanding what
because you're focused on a specific. Yeah, you're focused on a specific word. The Dagons. You're focused on that, and you know what I'm saying. And I can see that, you know, you're trying to, you know, you'll figure it out. But what I'm telling you is, if you figure out the tribe of Judah and the lost tribe of Israel, it's all one and the same. Just different places in time, different names, different gods with the same exact energy.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't get too focused on that.
Yeah, I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. I used to be just like you. Oh, wow. Yeah, these people are da-da-da-da-da. But when you delve further, you see that it's just another name for the same tribe. A different name for the same tribe, called from a different dialect from other peoples.
Yeah. But like I also know, like you know, like when so I was watching a documentary, and like I also found out, you know, like they were West Semitic, and that word.
It was. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Say it again.
Semitic.
Semitic. Yes.
Yeah. So when I thought about that word, you feel me? The first thought about was when that situation with Kanye West happened.
Of course.
And also know, like, the word Dagon refers or originates from Hebrew. So,
originates from where?
Hebrew.
Right.
So, like, yeah, I was gonna say, you know, like, it makes sense, as in they are just a reincarnation of the lost tribe, and it would make sense why they said that they were so hard to find. You know, I was gonna say that. You know. But yeah, I guess, you know, like, my base knowledge isn't enough for the many years of knowledge that you've done on.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Everybody is so misled and been tricked to look at race, color of skin, so forth and so on by the powers that be. But in the reality of it is, the tribe is the time and place you were born in the celestial calendar. Your spiritual body, not this physical body, this beast. See, we all go on this physical beast when we were born, when we came out of our mother's vagina. No! We are particles of light before we enter this beast. That is the true selves. That is the domain and place where we need to be measuring and adding. For instance, I was conceived November 29th, 1972. I was born literally 280 gestated later, August 31st, 1973. Coincidentally, my great-great-grandfather was born in Grafenstadt, Germany, November 29th, 1832, and died August 31st, 1870 whatever. That's just a coincidence. You understand what I'm saying? So that just lets you know another way that we are incarnated over and over, at least as far as my story, to where I know my truth and where I come from. It's up to you to figure out what it is for you.
I understand what you mean. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you have to take your time. But see, here's the thing. Present society doesn't give us the luxury to sit down so that we can, investigate these things within ourselves, because we're too tired, because we have to deal with our families, our children, our jobs, our occupation, paying bills, feeding ourselves. We're all distracted. And then when we do get a chance to relax, we entertain ourselves with music and other things. Nobody wants to delve deep into who they really are. So we just take little flakes and little chips and little pieces of what they want to tell us that we are.
Yeah, knowledge is.
And we accept it. But beings like me, I don't accept that. I took the time to delve and to investigate from where I'm from and what I am and what they got going on and why they're doing it. Just like they take and spend money to scientifically dissect us, I do the same in return. I try to figure them out. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the only wise thing to do. They're studying us and our behavior, and our predictable behavior, and what the probable cause of an outcome will be. And I get it. If I was in power, I would do the same thing. That's why I counter intelligence them, and I study them in order to inform my people on what's really going on. But they don't want to hear it. And I understand they're too tired with their families, with working 2-3 jobs, trying to make end meet, trying to keep up with the Joneses, figuratively and literally.
Yeah.
They don't have no time to think. They don't have the time to sit down and process stuff and deduct stuff and to look at themselves eternally and why they judge people. And that is all it is a projection of their own shadow personalities that is in it within themselves. But what are you going to do? That's why it's up to you, Jaden. The future. It is obvious that you have an inquisitive mind. And as long as you have that spark in you, that desire to push forward, you're going to make a difference. 144,000 of you will change this whole entire schism this whole entire domain, this whole realm, this planet, whatever you want to call it, dimension, for a lack of a better term. We need more like you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I just you definitely need to just get the right information and more information, So it is, but I just tell myself, experience is the best teacher. Just I guess just the word that you teach me, I just do the best I can.
That's right. And that's all you can do. Just do the best you can. My granduncle used to always tell me that. Arthur White Jr., a.k.a. Uncle Sonny. Just do the best you can, son. You know what I mean? And you can't be denied it. As long as you know that you did the best you can, ain't nobody can tell you anything. Judge not, lest ye may be judged. For the judgment ye judge, ye shall also be judged. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I guess I need to be schooled too, So I basically, honestly, well, I'm not gonna say I have like the base information down, but like I just need to know like where else do I need to well, no, not necessarily because everything I need is in front of me, but like like the little things, like I think another aspect I'm trying to get into is astrology and the star systems.
Well, you can start with the only astrology book you'll ever need. Now, I don't remember the author of that book, but I suggest you get that. I'll refer you to that. Linda Goodman's Star Signs. That's also a good book to get. But the best book to get for a beginner is the only book you need to know about astrology. Again, I don't remember the author, but all you have to do is Google it. I'm pretty sure it'll pop up. You understand what I'm saying? It breaks down the zodiacs, and it also breaks down the planets.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where I begun, literally over 25 years ago.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? That's one of the books that I've mastered over and over. Like, I've bought that book several times. And then I got the book Star Signs by Linda Goodman. That's also a good book. What else? Stolen Legacy by George M. Jones. That's about Greek philosophy or stolen Egyptian philosophy. One of my favorite books, and what I got the most of my information from, is Morals and Dogma by Albert Pike, who was a 33rd degree Southern Masonry out of the Southern jurisdiction, Scottish Rite, and he is the author of the book Morals and Dogma, and it goes up to the 32nd degree, and he breaks down pretty much all the secrets, if you can comprehend. You know what I mean? What else? You're also going to have to study the intricacies of the mind. And my favorite psychoanalyst, is Carl Gustav Jung. You know what I'm saying? He was a Swiss psychoanalyst who was the protege of Sigmund Freud. But here's the thing, whereas Sigmund Freud was with Ivan Pavlov and classical conditioning with the ring the bell and the dog salivates to food, after a period of putting out steaks or whatever,
that's crazy.
Yeah, the tradition has grasped on and embraced that, and they use that technique in order to brainwash the masses, in order to do thy bidding. For instance, we wake up at the alarm clock, we take a shower, we brush our teeth to get ready to go to school. We do that for 12 odd years. That's called classical conditioning. Ivan Pavlov. You understand what I'm saying? But the reason why my favorite is Carl Gustav Jung, because he delves deeper into the psychoanalytical of psychology. In other words, he delves deep into the spirit, or the unconscious minds, and the realm of dreaming and astral projection, and so forth and so on, to where they don't put that in our traditional school books, because they don't want us to know that, because there is where the God principle is. And if we know where the God principle is, we will figure out who we are, and we will wake up from the slumber that we're in, and we're not going to do what they want us to do, like taking out their trash and buying their products and making them super duper wealthy. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, just
not that bad. I just looked up the entrance the unconscious mind.
that's right. Like you said earlier, like you said the other day, the anema and the anemas. The anema is the unconscious of a man's mind, and the enemas is the masculine unconscious of a feminine mind. For instance, a woman, consciously, she wants to be feminine, wearing pink, and she's everything beautiful, flowers and roses. Well, in contrast, that makes her unconscious masculine, and that's vice versa for a man. Consciously, we are strong, big, rah, whatever. But that produces an after effect, a shadow effect to the unconscious, which is going to be our feminine side. Our unconscious is going to be feminine, and vice versa with women, and that is projected onto others. You understand what I'm saying? Whoever we meet, we project that like a movie screen onto others. So we gotta be very careful. And also our shadow side. As we hear people around saying they gotta do shadow work. Our shadow work are the negative influences, are carnal, that comes along with this beast, this Neanderthal, this Cro-Magnon that we adapted from this realm, this dimension, this planet, that likes sex, food, and craves carnal things. You know what I mean? I lost my train of thought. Go ahead. I lost my train of thought. Go ahead. I'll gather it. Go again. It happens. Go ahead.
No, I just added all them books to my home shirt, and I'm a buy them. And I'm gonna probably start with the power of your subconscious mind, and then I'll probably buy the Star book first, and then the power of the subconscious mind. But really, I really want to. I mean, I want to know all about the zodiacs, but I really want to more so learn about mines. Or I can really say ours because we're both, Sagittarius. So
first of all, you have to understand that we are not the signs who we think we are. You think the people that has been lying to us through religion and education are going to give us the truth about our signs? Come on. But here it is. I did the research. You don't have to look any further. We are all the sign in front of us. For instance, if you're traditionally a Virgo, esoterically, you're a Leo. If traditionally you're an Aries, esoterically, you're a Pisces. You're always the sign in front of you. You must understand, they're not going to tell you who you are. They don't really want you to know who the hell you are. So they're going to lie to you. They're going to tell you that your sign relies within this period and that period. And then we walk around proud saying, yeah, I'm this, I'm that. You're a foolish mortal. They lie about everything else. What makes you think they're going to tell the truth about this? Jackass.
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Okay.
You think you're a goddamn what? You think you're a what? You think you're who? Man, come on. I got you. Just like they told you that you're a black Negro from Africa. Just like they told you that Christopher Columbus discovered America.
Now, but that's why I asked, because I was lying to you. That's why, because I wanted to know.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna definitely do my due diligence research.
I'm gonna tell you who you are. I can already listen. I've been doing this so long. I'm gonna tell you what your sign is. You said you're a Sagittarius. You are a Serpentarius. You need to Google Serpentarius, aka Orpheus, and you need to do the characteristics of a Serpentarius, the characteristic of an Orpheus in comparison to a Sagittarius, and I guarantee you'll stop saying you're a goddamn Sagittarius. I guarantee you. I put my one soul on it. Once you read into it, you're never gonna say you're a Sagittarius again. You're an Orpheus. You're a Serpentarius. You're different. The fact that you're into this knowledge, the arcane secrets, lets me know further that you're not a Sagittarius. You of the Orpheus. You are of the Orpheus Serpentarius tribe. You see where the tribes come in? The 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes of the Zodiac, the tribes, and it's not an ethnic group, it's not a color, it's not a schism. It's not a demographical place where you're is. It's from where you come from, out of the celestial bodies. You see where the tribe comes from? You are of the tribe of Serpentarius. And like I said, they proclaim that in August, notice, has no holidays. That is the only month out of the 12 months that has no holidays. The month of Augustus Caesar. He was supposedly Yahshua's grandfather, but that's another story in itself. That's why Jesus was professing, I am the Son of God, I'm the Son of the King. Because you also understand the emperors of that time were considered gods. And what Augustus did, he had sex with that little Hebrew lady and conceived a child. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand, emperors can have sex with whomever they wanted to.
Yeah.
And his mother told them the truth. What's his name? Joseph knew, and he had to comply. He knew that the emperor was sleeping with his wife, and there was nothing he could do about it. Just like David with Bathsheba and Uriah. Remember, David sent Uriah off to fight in the war to get killed, and had sexual intercourse with Bathsheba to have King Solomon, the wisest Israel king in the world.
Yeah.
Solomon, the son of But anyway, I could go so deep and so, like the rabbit hole is just so vast, That's good that you're on it though. You understand what I'm saying? And I appreciate that you are reaching out to others and you are, educating them and you're awakening them. You know what I'm saying? You are of the 144,000. I guarantee you it's in your DNA structure. There's no question. I feel it amidst my bones.
I was reading the personality traits right now, and the last one stood out to me the most. Hunger for knowledge.
You talking about Sagittarius, right?
Yeah, I was reading the personality traits of the Serpentarius.
Yeah, read it out loud. Let me hear some of it. Let me get a a refurbish.
How do you say the word again? The other one?
I'm sorry?
How do you say the other term?
Which term?
The whole...
Orpheus.
Orpheus.
Yes.
Okay. The Orpheus personality attributes are a mix of Scorpio and Sagittarius. People born under the sign of Orpheus are adaptable, passionate, and envious. Other Orpheus personality traits include a fiery temper, a good sense of humor, secrecy, egotism, and a hunger for knowledge.
And doesn't that fit you?
Yeah.
My brethren. My brethren.
Also left out
You're breaking up.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Inquisitive.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and that definitely fits. Yeah. See, I appreciate you. Put me on game, put me on knowledge, so that I know.
Yeah. So you can start. So you can start reading that foolishness.
Yeah, and then it also lines up. It says that we have Scorpio and Sagittarius traits, and I was born on the beginning day of Sagittarius, and I was also born in the ending day of Scorpio. So it also makes sense why I said that. It's lining up. So I appreciate you.
Right, no problem. So my further advice to you is stop reading Sagittarius horoscopes. Start doing your own inquiry into Serpentarius Orficus and read those. No longer shall you be reading, you know what I'm saying, Sagittarius or even Scorpio for that matter, because that does not concern you. You understand what I'm saying? Not unless you want to embody that energy. Not unless you want to, you understand what I'm saying? You want to absorb that energy. You want to become that energy for a moment or so. But in the meanwhile, that is not you. Do not study that. You have been misinformed. You've always been misinformed. We're all over the signs in front of us. Take heed.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
No problem, Ladio.
And honestly, I don't mind going deeper into the rabbit hole, because it's the deeper I go, the more knowledge I gain, So it's I don't mind going deeper into the hole if I gain more knowledge and more wisdom during the process, So I don't mind, So anything else you think that can give me a further explanation into some areas that I am unknown of, I'm all ears for sure. So.
Well, the book Metanetta. You ever heard of the book Metanetta?
Nah, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, you need to get a pen and a pad. I'm giving you a book, a list of books for beginners that'll put you on point, so on point that you will be above average. If you read those books within a period of a year, you will be unstoppable.
I got you. I've added all the books that you told me to add. I'm gonna definitely get them. That book $100.
What's that?
Is it different volumes of the book?
Yeah, you got volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, up to volume 4. But what I'm telling you is, all of that is null and void. All you need is to read volume 1. Because the rest of the volumes, I feel that they're just, going over and being redundant off of the first book. The first book is the best one, and it encompasses all of them. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel that they just made the other three just to make some more money, because this is the reinterpretation of the first one. But the first one has everything you need to know. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I consciously didn't say get Metanetta volume 1 through 4. I said get Metanetta volume 1, specifically that volume, and that's it. You heard what I said? And I've read and studied, dissected all of them. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm telling you not to waste your time.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
The author is Amun-Ra Nefer.
Yep.
That's the author. You understand what I'm saying? So you see my bullshit. I got that from out of my dome. out of my brain. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm telling you these books, and I know the authors of them.
Yeah.
Did I tell you to get that book, Man and His Symbols, by Dr. Carl Gustav Jung, the Swiss analyst, right? Man and His Symbols. You need to get that and take your time. It's not going to be easy to comprehend it. You understand what I'm saying? But then again,
what?
Man and His Symbols. Man and His Symbols. MANANDSYM. You know what I'm saying? His symbols.
I got Man and His Symbols.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have to take your time with that. Read every chapter and dissect every chapter. Take your time with that. I read that book at least 6 times. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
But you have to take your time. And each time I've read it over, I've learned something new and gained a little bit more insight. And the reason why I tell you to take your time is because a lot of those things and those words come from a psychological point of view, and it's hard to grasp on and comprehend. You got to don't turn the page until you comprehend. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you don't do that, the next chapter is just going to be fucking obliteratory to you. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to, and it's not going to make no sense. So make sure that you completely understand the chapter that you're in. Like one of my favorite terms, my sayings is, the most important time of your life is now. Don't worry about what you're going to read in the next chapter. Master what you're doing now. And then the next chapter, it'll be easy to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got you. It's this book that I was about to buy. It's called well, it's in the series. It's called the Right Knowledge series by Malachi York.
Malachi Zadok York. Malachi Z. York. Yeah. He was one of the first ones to inform us. He's one of us. Please do not disrespect him. I don't give a fuck what YouTube or what any other platform says about him. Do not disrespect Malachi Zadok York. Because at the end of the day, the basic knowledge of all of the people that are in this, vibrating on this frequency, got their information from him. Period.
Yeah.
Hands down. And ain't nobody can deny it. And if they do, they're in denial or they're either stupid. You know?
Okay, so I'm gonna definitely tune into his books too.
He was one of the first ones to inform us, to break through the chains and the shackles, to educate us on who we are and what's really going on in this realm, in this dimension, this planet that we call Earth. And what we are, what type of beings are we, and what type of entities that we are dealing with, what type of forces we're dealing with in the air. Colors, numbers, vibrations, music, all of this stuff that we just take for granted.
Yeah. So, speaking of vibrations, can you explain to me being of, okay, prime example. So you know how we are third dimensional beings, right? Can you explain to me how the element of fourth and fifth dimensional beings work?
First of all, you got to understand that we have 13 dimensions that exist. So we have 13 metaphorical spiritual bodies existing simultaneously at the same time. When they say we only use 10% of our brain, we can only access just a few of those bodies at a time. When we're conscious dreaming, we have those dreams. People say, well, I don't remember, I don't dream, I don't have dreams. We all dream. Anybody with a brain dreams. Period. That's another domain, another dimension.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have 13 of these dimensions. Right now, we are focused in this dimension. They have trained us for a millennium to vibrate on this frequency because they need us on this platform. I can't express it enough. They are the rich, and they are thriving and ruling in this physical reality, this material world, and they brainwash us through our curriculum and and also to indulge in this. But at the end of the day, we never make it as rich and as wealthy as them. But we try harder and harder. And what they do is they got that carrot on the stick cliche. Is when you put the carrot on the stick and you put it in front of the horse. The horse smells the carrot and he thinks he's going to eat the carrot, but it's on the stick. And he's walking trying to get that carrot. And he's walking and he's walking and he's walking and he's walking. He's going to walk to the end of the earth because you dangling that fucking carrot. But at the end of the day, he doesn't get that carrot. But he got you from motherfucking Canada to South to the South Pole. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what they're doing to us. They're dangling that carrot, and we're trying to get at it. We're trying to get at it. They tell us to go to school. They tell us to go to college. They tell us to work hard. Yeah, we work hard. We do this. But every time I get my check, it goes to my car note. It goes to my tax. It goes to my rent. You understand what I'm saying? I can't do nothing but go to the bar and give me a couple of drinks and do whatever drug that I do. Whatever you do. And then it starts all over again the next week. And they tell us to work hard while they're living lavishly. Because we're buying their products. And we're working in their factories. We're their employees. They don't teach us to use our creativity to bring out the best in us. They don't teach individuality. They teach the collective conscious. Because in the collective conscious, they can control us. But in the individual reality, they'll teach businesses. Okay, here, you can sew. You start up a sewing shop. We'll put all of our resources and power and money into making you do that. Or you are an actor. Or you are a brick mason. Or you are this or you are that. And we focus and concentrate everything on that. They don't do that. What they do is that they say, no! They scrabble all your brains and say, hey, in unison, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now you know they sing it to you. And that's the spell. Just like you wonder why you get older, because every year your family and your loved ones sing happy birthday. Whatever year it is, they light them candles on a cake. Bethlehem, the place where Jesus is supposed to be born metaphorically, symbolizes the house of bread. That's why in communion you drink the wine and you eat the wafer, which symbolizes the body. That cake symbolizes the body, the beast, your Cro-Magnon, your Neanderthal that the Anunnaki gave you. And then you put candles in that. That's the light that they gave you. That represents the Anunnaki, the eternal spirit in you. And here's what you do. Every year with your family, you blow them shits out. You blow them out. You killing yourself.
Yeah.
You're making yourself older. You blowing yourself out. The light signifies the light that Enki gave you. And every year you add another one. And you blow it out after a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, your name. Happy birthday to you. How old are you? Listen, words are magic. That's why they call them spelling words. You say, how old are you now? And your whole entire family sings it. Of course you're going to decay and get old. Me personally, I instinctually haven't had a birthday party since I was 15 years old, living in Cambria Heights, New York. 15 years ago. That's why I'm so beautiful. That was the last time I had a party for myself. I was 15 years old. Next month I'll be a half a century. Literally a half a century. But am I going to celebrate it? Hell to the no! Are you kidding me? Happy birthday to you. The last time Anybody ever saying happy birthday to me? I was 15 years old in Cambria Heights. I had a pool party. My sisters, everybody on the block was all invited. 118th Avenue, 218th Street, house number 24. There was only two of us on the block that had pools. It was us and the Bostics, Teresa Bostics. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Teresa. Shout out to Hollis Bostic. They was the only ones on the block that had a pool. Yeah, we was swimming. Yeah. The end event.
Yeah, man, just, yeah. Yeah, I just appreciate the knowledge, you know?
Yeah, I feel you. You know, I know I went off for the tangent just now, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get excited, but that's me. That's one thing I love about my personality.
Also, you know, it's just something that you're passionate about. You know, I get passionate about things that I love. So yeah, but I'm gonna definitely get into them books. I'm probably either gonna buy that the Star book or the astrology book you ever need.
Yeah. And Linda Goodman's Star Signs. What's another one? What's another couple of books on mine? No. Yeah, the Metanetta, Volume 1. Man and His Symbols, Carl Gustav Jung. What else? The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. What else? Behold the Pale Horse by who did Behold the Pale Horse? An ex-naval intelligence officer was Behold the Pale Horse. What's his name? Oh, William Cooper did Behold the Pale Horse. Yeah, that's a good one. I already told you about Stolen Legacy. With George M. Jones. What else? Before the Mayflower. That's a good book. Before the Mayflower. I forgot the author.
Before the author is LeBron Bennett.
Huh? What you say?
LeBron Bennett.
Who?
The author.
The author of what? What's that?
Before the Mayflower.
Okay, probably, yeah, probably.
Yes. Alright. I'll look into that book too.
Yeah, you get started with those. That should give you a foundation. And like I said, Morals and Dogma also from Albert Pike. That book has over 2,000 pages, and I've read that book at least 7 times. Like, I literally dissected to the fact that it's almost dissected to powder how much I've read it and dissected. That's why I'm so confident in the things that I believe in, because I got their book. I've acquired their knowledge in their book, and I studied it till it's become a part of my cells. It's become a part of my DNA. It's become a part of my deoxyribonucleic acid. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just who and what I am. In any event, it's always a pleasure talking to you, Jaden. I love you, man. To our next show, I'm gonna holler at you later, alright, man?
Yeah, for sure.
Alright,
man. Yeah, once again, appreciate it, man. You know, I'm always here for to understand and understand more about us and me, self-knowledge, the knowledge of self.
Definitely. All right, I'm out. One.